livestock law, we're allowed to take the vehicle.
That's not a law, sir.
It is not, ma'am?
No.
And at what point, how did you determine that it's not a law?
Livestock is a program, correct?
Okay. And it's a legal tool for us to seize vehicles that aren't registered from license.
This is a car. This is not a vehicle.
Okay, so it's rather quite obvious that this lady is a graduate of Moorish Science University, because she is talking this nonsense, saying a car is not a vehicle, as if car isn't synonymous with vehicle. Lady, please.
This is a car. This is not a vehicle. This is a car. This is not a vehicle. This is a car. This is not a vehicle.
Now, it's an absolute shame that we have to take this grown woman back to second grade. So here goes nothing. Car, noun. A vehicle moving on wheels. Lady, your argument is done. This is Webster's dictionary. So I don't know what in the doohickey you're talking about, saying that a car isn't a vehicle. Lady, you must go back to second grade and relearn the fundamentals, because, lady, you are lost. Car and vehicle, same thing. Car is synonymous with vehicle. It isn't that complicated.
This is a car. This is not a vehicle. I'm traveling. I have a
car is not a vehicle?
No, it's not. It's two different terms. One is a legal term that you guys use when you're trying to do this.
Well, here's it, ma'am. Whatever arguments you have, you determine with a judge.
I'm not signing anything.
You don't have to sign anything.
I'm not consenting to anything either. You're violating my natural rights.
Okay, well, it's something you'll have to take up with a judge, ma'am.
No, it's not.
Just let him.
No, I don't have to consent to anything.
Well, we're not asking you to consent to anything.
You are, because I'm under duress. You all have guns. I'm outnumbered. You have your lights flashing. You're trying to force me into a contract to sign a piece of paper so that he can take my car away. I'm not signing anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. You don't have to sign anything.
I didn't break any laws.
But we're going to ask.
And I asked for you guys' delegation of authority orders. You have yet to produce it.
Ma'am, he hasn't produced his delegation of authority order because that is something Moorish sovereigns made up. It doesn't exist, lady.
I didn't break any laws.
But we're going to ask.
And I asked for you guys' delegation of authority orders. You have yet to produce it.
We'll ask you to exit the vehicle, please.
Can you please produce your delegation of authority order?
Just exit the vehicle.
This is not a vehicle, Nazir. It's a car.
Now, it's an absolute shame that this lady has her children in the car and she is just spewing false information that is only going to confuse them. The funny thing is, these kids are clearly smarter than her, and they are not even trying to hear her nonsense. But this is absolutely ridiculous, lady. You have to do better. You can't be shouting this nonsense in front of your children, because all you're doing is harming them in the long run.
Just exit the vehicle.
This is not a vehicle, Nazir. It's a car.
Ma'am, would you mind exiting your vehicle, please?
Why do I need to
out the car?
Nazir, shut up.
Program, as you so say, we have the legal authority to take this vehicle. So whether you consider it a program,
but I have to consent.
No,
I do not consent.
The state gives us the authority, ma'am.
The state has to be here to take my car.
The state,
The state is a private corporation.
The state is not a private corporation.
Yes, it is.
It is a
in law, it is, sir.
Okay, well, listen. All of this you could discuss with a judge at any point down
Why
the
do
line.
I need to discuss it with the judge? I'm serious. I'm just asking questions.
Because you're talking about legal terms and you're talking about specifics.
You're trying to force me into a contract and take my property.
Ma'am, when you sign for a driver's license, you voluntarily enter into a contract with the Commonwealth.
Okay, so what
already, Miss, you already entered into the agreement that you will be bound by the driver's code and all laws that refer to vehicles or cars or whatever term you want to use, ma'am.
That's not true.
Again, that's something you discuss with an attorney and a judge.
I have to sign my signature for you to take my car.
You could refuse refuse to sign. You're allowed to refuse to sign.
I do not consent to anything.
But again, we're not making you sign. You can
You
refuse
are.
to
You
sign.
have to sign it in order
Miss,
for me to take. For you guys
Miss,
to take it.
You can refuse
You're
to
forcing
sign.
me into a contract.
No, I'm not.
You are attempting to.
You can refuse to sign.
I refuse to consent.
You-
and I don't
You can refuse to
consent.
sign. Okay? So
I
we're
do not
making you sign
consent.
anything.
I asked for your delegation of authority order.
So I'm going to ask you to please exit the vehicle.
Do you have a delegation of authority order?
Please exit the vehicle.
What law have I broken, sir?
Just exit the vehicle.
Yes.
Are you going to cooperate?
Go.
Nazir, can you stop?
Do you have a license? We have license. So you're choosing not to cooperate with us?
I'm asking you, why do I need to exit the vehicle? Can you answer that for me?
If you exit the vehicle, I'll do my best to answer any questions.
Okay, so if I exit the vehicle, you're going to force me into a contract and take my car?
I am not forcing you into a contract.
You're attempting to.
No, I'm not.
I feel threatened. You have a gun.
Why are you feeling threatened?
Because look how you're standing
Let me
there.
ask you a question, ma'am. When you need help, who do you call?
Not you. I don't call the police.
Who do you call?
I don't call the police.
Well, okay.
A few moments later.
No delegation of authority order produced.
Of course, ma'am, there was no delegation of authority produced because a delegation of authority doesn't exist. It is an absolute shame that this grown woman had her children in the car and the youngest one is not going for her nonsense. He's telling her to do the right thing and get out of the car because he knows right from wrong. You can see that there was an older one in the car that this mother already has brainwashed because she was going along with her mother's foolishness. So you can tell that this one is that her oldest child is gonna go down the Moorish rabbit hole right along with her. But the younger one is like, Mom, get out the car, and they trying to shush him. This is an absolute shame that this lady is putting her children in danger all over Moorish nonsense and delegation of authority orders. This right here was pathetic.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!